Hello boys and girls, ladies and gents, this is Defub21 and today we have a new trailer for Gravity Rush 2. I haven't played the original game. I think it originally came out on PlayStation Vita and then I think it got a remaster slash port to PS4, but as I said I haven't played the original. Anyway, let's have a look at this and then I'll let you know what I think.
PS4 for the players.
Well, what can I say about this? Well, there's many things I can say about this. Firstly, as a trailer, it's a very good trailer in the sense that I certainly noted the original Gravity Rush. I saw trailers for it, I saw some gameplay videos on YouTube, and this is the original one for the PlayStation Vita, and it looked pretty cool, but it was never a game I really considered, to be honest with you, going out and buying. This game, however, and this again, this is why this is a good trailer. It is a good trailer. Looks bloody fantastic. It visually looks really impressive. Again, the jump to PlayStation 4 hardware is visually very, very clear. It's a very arresting looking, very nice looking game. Very high quality art assets and graphics. Again, there's so many things on coming this year. Whether it'll get lost in the swarm, probably will, considering my finances must be kept under control. But this looks like a very, very cool game, and again, if it goes on sale at some point, let's say after Christmas, and it's really coming out a very kind of competitive period during that, November, December this year. There's going to be a lot of cool games out in that time frame, and the couple of months leading up to that, leading up to a holiday season this year. Pardon me if you heard me belch, but it's just, to my mind, this trailer, and by extension this game, is kind of the personification of the situation Microsoft finds itself in. Not only is the hardware, is the Xbox One inferior, but Sony is absolutely kicking Microsoft's ass, certainly as far as I'm concerned, on the first party exclusive front. You've got this. Look what's come out so far. We've had Bloodborne. We've had Uncharted 4. The new exclusive first-party games that were announced at this year's E3. Days Gone looks fantastic. Again, it's just one cool new exclusive, game, either a new IP like Days Gone or an existing IP that had a previous title that was quite well reviewed and or successful, after another. So Microsoft is neither the performance crown nor the exclusives crown. And, it's more and more, again, I don't want to be ranting here, but it's more and more a personification, or kind of it more and more kind of brings me to the conclusion that in a way the 360 has been a major driver for the Xbox One's failure, or certainly inability to truly succeed, which is that because the 360 was so successful last gen, particularly in the US, because it has such a high attach rate, so many games sold for, because Xbox Live was so successful, and because Microsoft is therefore able to get a lot of, got Call of Duty at launch, Xbox Live version of Call of Duty was clearly better that generation for the VoIP and other reasons, and the huge online community. But they also got, the map packs and DLC, a week early, or, a month earlier or whatnot. They had exclusivity deals of one kind or another with Activision and with other third-party publishers and developers. And they just seem to have coasted. Particularly in the second half of the console cycle, they relied too much on Halo, too much on Gears of War, and in the racing side of things, Forza, and they just don't have the new exclusive IPs. And it's not just because they didn't try creating more new IPs in the 360's life cycle, which they should have done, particularly in the latter half. They don't have the capacity. They don't have the number of internal development teams. Be quiet, dog. They don't have the internal number of development teams that Sony has, and Sony are just, they're bashing them into the ground. We've had Uncharted 4 this year. We had Bloodborne, I think, was last year. We have Gravity Rush 2 out this year. We have Horizon Zero Dawn coming early next year. And certainly, again, it's a case of perspective to a degree, but from my standpoint, Microsoft's got nothing, certainly nothing internally developed first-party exclusives coming to the Xbox One that look anywhere near as cool as those games do individually, not just in terms of visuals, but gameplay and all the rest. I am much, much more enthusiastic about the PlayStation 4's exclusive library of games than I am the Xbox One's. Really, really am. And as I said before in previous videos, the only reason I don't own a PlayStation 4 right now, I could, it wouldn't be, obviously it's not cheap, but I could afford one, is literally down to the fact that we know the PlayStation 4K, as it's known internally at Sony, Project Neo, is coming. And if I'm going to buy a new machine, I'm not gonna, spend 300 quid on a PS4, and I can spend 400 on a 4K that the game will look much better and have a higher frame rate, and all the rest. On a side note, it also makes things look much worse for Nintendo and NX, because if I go out and buy a PS4K later this year, assuming it's out later this year or early next year, I'm not going to have money for an NX, assuming that it's $299 or $399. I just don't have the cash for that. So yeah, the more new stuff only on PlayStation that Sony keeps showing off, the more the badder the worse my Xbox One Day One Edition purchase looks, and the less likely I am to go out and buy an NX. Certainly not in the first 12 months anyway. Anyway, the beast of 4 legs and a tail is making his displeasure at not being able to come into the house known. So I best end this video here. This is Defub21. Let me know what you think about this game and just the Xbox One and PS4s in terms of exclusive titles, and let me know what you think about the NX in the comments. And if you haven't liked this video, please like it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I now go off to, metaphorically at the very least, give my dog a kick. Toodles.